alihi wa sahbihi wa sallim. Madam Chair, Commissioners, Council, Lead Council, Assistant Lead Council, viewers and listeners, members of the press, good morning and welcome back to our daily proceeding of this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters. Without further ado, I have the honor to yield the floor to Madam Chair for our next item on our today's agenda. Madam Chair, over to you.
Auzu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. I will call on Honorable Sila to lead us in Muslim prayers and Honorable Joyner to lead us in Christian prayers. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. Auzu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta alaihim ghayril maghdubi alaihim waladdallin. Warisan wasihan mubarakan wa umrun tailun wa si'adul badani. Allahumma afta'ulu baran bil ilmi. A'udhu billahi min sharri nisa'i wa min sharri sayatini wa sultani Allahu. Birmat Allahumma salli ala sayyidina Muhammad il-Fatih lima ughliqa wal khatim lima sabaqa nasiril haqqi bil haqqi wal hadi ila siratikal mustaqim wa ala alihi haqqa qadarihi wa midari azim. Inna Allaha wa malaikatahu yusalluna ala nabi. يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما صلى الله تعالى عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. آمين.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord, I ask for your strength and courage to help me face the day ahead of me. We do not know what is going to happen or what lies ahead of us. But we know that we can conquer this day because you are with us wherever we go. This I ask through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Good morning, Mr. Witness. Welcome. You may kindly take your seat. Mr. Witness, before I hand you over to Madam Chair, may I remind you that you are still under oath for continuation of your testimony before this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters.
Thank you.
Thank you. Madam Chair, I hand over the witness to you for us to proceed.
Good morning, Mr. Suso.
Good morning, Ma.
How's the morning?
I'm fine.
I hope you had your breakfast.
Yes.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good. Council, can we proceed, please?
Thank you very much, Madam Chairperson. Good morning, Honorable Commissioners. So, how are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I am fine, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Who was the accounts clerk in 2018? The Camera Council, do you recall?
Well, no, I cannot recall.
2019, 2020?
Accounts clerk, we have Omar Sedikan.
And?
Yeah, Omar Sedikan.
Your role or part of your role as a finance manager is to supervise the accounts clerk. Do you know that?
And the senior accounts clerk too.
How do you conduct your supervisory role?
Yeah, for the senior accounts clerk, I normally supervise because he's responsible for salaries.
Yes.
So, and other posting of other ledgers, books of accounts.
Yes.
So during the preparation, I'll be with him to see the transactions that are recorded in those books of accounts.
And who prepares the payment vouchers?
The accounts clerks.
And do you supervise the accounts clerk in this process?
Yeah, I do supervise them. Because,
how?
Yeah, if they prepare the payment vouchers, I do see the payment vouchers.
Before it is sent to the finance director?
Yeah.
So basically you take part in the preparation of payment vouchers?
Not actually taking part, but I do see the payment vouchers.
Yes, but then that's what I mean by you take part in the process of the preparation of the payment vouchers in your role as a finance manager.
Yes, I do see payment vouchers, yes.
What do you mean when you say you do see payment vouchers? Do you just see them without having any form of influence or authority or role to play? Does your function is it limited to just seeing the payment vouchers, or do you do any other thing in your role as the finance manager?
There is a system,
yes,
a mathematical system where the payment vouchers is generated from the system.
Yes.
So whenever it is generated,
yes,
I will see that a particular voucher has been generated.
Yes.
And then later it will follow the due process.
What is the due process?
Yes, it has first, before the payment voucher will be prepared, there must be supporting documents.
What kind of supporting documents?
There are various types of supporting documents. We must have the recognition.
You must have?
Recognition.
Yes.
The invoices.
Yes.
Yes, and the like. So normally they have to go through a process. Those must go through the CEO and the director for advice, then the internal audit, then payment can be done, or checks can be prepared by senior accounts clerks.
So when the senior accounts clerk prepares these checks and vouchers, then it comes to you for you to verify and supervise before it is now forwarded to the relevant authority?
Not all the time vouchers will come through me. Sometimes vouchers will be prepared and they will go directly to the director of finance.
But the law says you are supposed to supervise the accounts clerk, and you have already told us that you supervise the accounts clerk in the preparation of these vouchers. Did you not say that?
Yes, like I said earlier, this is a system.
Yes.
I will see it in the system, a particular voucher has been prepared. But on the form, I have nowhere to sign, so meaning I can only view it on the system, but
yes,
not meaning the voucher should come through my office directly.
You don't sign on the form, but then you supervise. So for instance, if a particular voucher is not prepared properly, it didn't follow the due process, what is your role? Or what will be your role?
Yeah, if I saw any voucher that is not prepared,
yes,
accordingly, it's my responsibility to ensure that it is prepared. If the vouchers come through my desk.
If they come to your desk?
Yes.
What do you mean if they come to your desk?
Like I said, it's a system.
Yes.
These vouchers are generated from the system. From there, they will be taken to the Director of Finance and Internal Audit and the CEO for approval. It doesn't pass through my office. I can only check it on the system that a particular voucher has been prepared.
No, Mr. Suso, that will not be correct. I want us to understand, because you don't occupy the office of the finance manager for no reason.
Yes.
The law, it says clearly, which you have agreed to, that you as the director or the finance manager on section 205, that you will have custody of all bank statements and continuous check on all lodgements into the accounts, posting and balancing the daily abstract books, posting and balancing the general ledger, preparation of the monthly summary of receipts and payments, drafting of final accounts and financial statements, supervision of the work of the senior accounts clerk.
Yes. Supervision, I think, is a matter of working with the senior accounts clerk, which I normally do during the preparation of the salaries.
No, you said, I see the vouchers.
Yes.
I'm trying to tell you that your work extends or transcends beyond just seeing the vouchers.
Okay.
If you feel that a particular process is not correct, you have a role to play, do you not?
Yes.
And what will that role be?
To make sure it is correct.
That's it. Now, let me show you this voucher. Are you there?
Yes.
Yes. Now, what payment is that voucher about?
2 computer mouse for BAC.
Please use the microphone.
2 computer mouse.
Computer mouse.
Yes.
Date?
On the 7th of January 2019.
This must have been in your time as the finance manager.
Yes.
Now, is that voucher properly and duly authorized?
No,
Why is that?
because
We will need you to increase your voice, speak into the
okay.
microphone. Yes.
The internal auditor has already stamped
Yes.
to confirm that it's a genuine payment,
Okay.
but the CEO did not sign,
Yes.
the director of finance did not sign,
Yes.
but the invoice, yes, this is the pro forma is signed by the CEO.
Yes.
The procurement requisition is not signed by the CEO, the director of finance. So basically, it is incomplete.
It's incomplete.
Yes.
We have one again for payment of fabrication of springs and air balloons.
Sorry, I just want to clarify certain things. Mr. Suso, when you say the voucher, there are differences.
Yes.
Is incomplete and is incorrect are different. Because this voucher, I believe, has been acted upon and money expended. So where the CEO and the Director of Finance failed to pay, do you think that that transaction should have been paid for, or the service should have been paid for, when the Director of Finance and the CEO, who are the signatories to the account of council, failed to sign on those documents? Do you think the transaction should go ahead?
No, and what I can say about this particular voucher is that it doesn't show anything that it had been paid.
Okay.
So my understanding is this has not been paid because there is no receipt attached. It's only pro forma.
Okay.
And then it has not been signed by the CEO director, but it has been stamped by the internal auditor. Okay. So to say that the money has been expensed, I don't think so.
Okay. But where the Director of Finance and the CEO don't sign these documents, there should be no expenditure. There should be no payment.
Exactly.
All right. Thank you.
Mr. Suso, I beg to differ. If you have a voucher raised and then there is no receipt attached, the finding will be there is no receipt attached. But the conclusion would be the voucher was raised and therefore money was expended. You cannot raise a voucher without doing expenditure, can you?
Yes, a voucher can be raised, but it doesn't mean that it is paid. A
It's
voucher
what?
can be raised, but that doesn't mean that it has been paid. You
No,
can
no, no.
only confirm payment if there is receipt attached.
Exactly. You
attached.
can confirm payment if you have a receipt.
Yes.
But we know that is not the practical situation in the area councils. So in most occasions, you will see a voucher without having the accompanying receipt. That we know. The idea is you cannot even raise a voucher if payment is not supposed to be done. You can't even raise it. The reason why you raise a voucher is because payment is supposed to be done.
No, it's a process. You
I
can
know.
be authorized to prepare a voucher
Yes.
whilst the payment is not yet done. This is cash transaction.
Yes.
If cash is paid, that is the time the voucher is valid.
Can I have the voucher I gave you? Go ahead, go ahead.
Yes. A voucher can be prepared. That doesn't mean that it is paid.
No, I mean, that is true.
Yes.
I don't doubt that. I am
Yes.
saying when you have a voucher that is prepared
Yes.
and the CEO did not sign,
Yes.
the finance director did not sign,
Yes.
and there is a receipt attached to it, is payment made or not?
If there is a receipt attached to it.
Yes.
Yes, if there is a receipt attached to it, that one you can say that payment has been done, but the CEO and the Director of Finance did not sign the voucher. Possibly a check has been withdrawn, right? For example.
You are now bringing possibilities. That's why I said it will be deemed that when you raise a voucher, because before you raise a voucher, the idea is to make payment. So if you don't have a receipt attached to it, we will only conclude that you don't have a receipt attached to it for any reason. Maybe it is not genuinely raised. But then once you raise a voucher, the presumption is you have made payment.
No, once you raise a voucher, mean that you are in the process of making payment.
No.
In the process of making payment, that doesn't mean that payment has been done. Like I said, this particular voucher, what I can observe is that it is not paid because there is no receipt attached, and then it's not signed by both the CEO and Director of Finance.
Now you asked, that's fine, that's a matter of opinion. You asked the finance manager, what was your role in supervising this voucher that was raised?
Like I said earlier, some of these payments will not pass through my office. They'll be prepared and they'll be taken to internal audit and to the Director of Finance.
Suso, that would not be an excuse. Again,
that is the reality on the ground. That's what happened.
That is reality on the ground.
Of course.
So you are telling me the reality on the ground in Brikama area is that you don't follow the due process?
Well, meaning that the old voters should pass through my desk?
You can have it.
No,
you either agree that you don't follow due process?
No. I did not supervising the payments and then ensuring that payments pass through my office to confirm. There are different things.
Now, what do you do at the end of the week or the month? It says that your responsibility is to prepare a monthly summary of receipts and payments. Even if you did not supervise this particular preparation, you would have had a monthly report or summary of receipts and payments. So you would have known whether payment is done or not.
I think I said very clear. This particular voucher, I'm saying payment is not done because there's no receipt attached.
No, you don't understand my point.
Yes.
Everything you say, Mr. Suso, is based on things you think obtains on the ground. I am saying the law did not envisage that you as a finance manager will just be operating based on your mere information. You have to have it documented. You have to have a report, a summary. Now that we ask you, you must produce a report within this period to analyze these payments or this preparation of documents. Do you have them?
It is in the system. We have a system that we operate, income and expenditure, on monthly basis, where
Yes.
we will have the income and the expenditure
Yes.
statements. It's already in the system, yes.
Every month.
Every month.
Now, can you produce to us your records for 2018, 19, and 20 and 21?
Yes.
For every monthly preparation of the summary of analysis of the receipts and payment, can you produce that?
Yeah, that's the cash book. Income and yes, I can provide it. I have to consult my Director of Finance.
Well, however you obtain it, Mr. Suso, can we have it by Monday? Please note that down.
Sorry, Mr. Suso, this is different from the cash book. What council is asking is pursuant to what is contained in the financial manual. That is what is supposed to be provided for monthly. These are two different things. What is contained in the cash book and your summary report of the transactions of the month, which is supposed to be a report that is written.
No, normally what we have at the end of the month is the income and expenditure. But not, that's what we normally have.
So you bring us what he is requesting for. When you don't have it, when you come back, you will let us know that you don't have that. What you have is what you presented.
No, what we normally have is the income and the expenditure. Yes, that's what we normally.
So you don't prepare those sort of reports?
No.
Mr. Suso?
Yes.
Do you just answer the chairperson that you don't prepare a summary of receipts and payments?
The receipts and payment, these are the income and expenditure.
No, they're different.
Why?
You don't know why, Mr. Suso?
Receipts means income.
Yes.
Payments mean the vouchers.
Do you have the summary of that?
Yes, that's the...
For every month?
Yeah, that's the income and the expenditure statement.
But I understand you said no to the chairperson.
Yes.
I think I heard you say you don't have that.
No, it's monthly basis. We have the income and expenditure. That's what I said.
Now, give us the analysis of the monthly receipts and expenditure of the area council from 2018. Can you produce that?
Yeah, I will consult my director of finance. But I
Mr.
believe
Suso, the instruction is to produce these reports if they exist. How you obtain them, it's entirely your discretion.
Okay.
You are the one who was employed in 2018. Is that not the case? Yes. You occupied that office.
yes.
Now, let me show you again other two vouchers. Yes. Were those what was the payment for the first voucher?
Payment of cost of battery.
Please increase your voice, please.
Payment of cost of batteries.
How much?
8,600.
The other one?
Being payment of hiring of vehicle to transport 16 councillors to a 5-day workshop.
To transport
16 councillors
to
5 days workshop from the 8th to the 12th January 2019.
is how much?
It's 1,500.
Okay.
Yes.
And then were those vouchers duly authorized?
No.
Let me give you this file. It is for January 2019.
Yes. It
Do
has
you
been-
also have a receipt attached to those files?
No. Here you have the accounts clerk has signed and prepared, and it has been checked by the internal auditor, signed by the director of finance.
Is there a receipt?
No, that's already a request.
There is no receipt attached to both
No, here
invoices.
you don't need a receipt. You need a request.
You request?
Yes,
No,
the
but then
request-
how about proof of payment?
What?
Proof of payment.
Yeah. Now, well, what I can see here
The
is
people
that,
you pay must either sign some form of document or you'll have a receipt. Either or there has to be evidence of payment.
yes.
Is that not the case?
Just allow me to learn.
Go ahead.
The recipient has already signed. That's
Yes.
Brikama Sawane.
Yes.
He is the director of admin. He is the one who made this request. So, meaning that this money has been received.
No, that's not correct.
That's correct.
No, the law says where you pay, you will normally list it as sundry payments. Where you are paying to a certain recipient, they must sign to show evidence of receipt of those monies, the beneficiaries.
Yeah. Now, the beneficiary here, the claim is raised by Brikama Sawane.
That's what I'm saying.
And then here, the claim is showing that he should receive the money, and then he have already received the money. Meaning
What does the law says about making payments to individuals? Who should payments be made to?
whoever requests the payment should be the recipient of the payment.
Who is the beneficiary of that payment?
Brikama Sawane.
Is the beneficiary?
Yes, he is the one who requested it
What was the payment for?
for hiring of vehicle,
For hiring of vehicle
for transportation of councillors.
of councillors.
Yes.
But he must have paid the money to someone.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There has to be evidence of payment. There is no evidence of payment. There's evidence of a receipt of the money by an employee of the council. That's different.
Yes.
The person you made payment to must show that they have received the money. Is that not true?
Yes, I agree with you. That is true.
You know exactly what I am saying.
But I was also trying to show you that the money has been received.
No,
If you
by an
also-
employee
Yes.
of council.
Yes.
And the money is, that employee is not the beneficiary of this money. Is that not true?
Yes, that's true.
Exactly. So there is no evidence that money was paid to the beneficiary.
Yes.
As simple as that. So which means there is no receipt of any kind.
Yes.
Do you agree?
I agree, yes.
Now, that is the 2019 file again. The voucher, the first voucher, what is that payment about?
Board members' allowance. For
How
the
much?
month of March.
How much?
28,000.
Is that voucher duly authorized?
Yes.
Did you say yes?
Yes, yes.
Is it the director of finance sign?
Yes.
The CEO?
Yes.
The recipient?
Yes.
Who is the recipient?
They are here. The names are attached.
They
These
all
are-
signed.
Yeah, they all sign, yes.
Can you remove that voucher, please? The next one. Yes, please tell us about that one.
Marakisa Football Committee, Being payment of council contribution towards their self-funded fencing project has per attached 50,000.
Towards? Go ahead, towards what?
50,000.
Yes.
Signed by both the director and the CEO.
Signed by?
Both the director of finance, the CEO, the accounts clerk, and checked by the internal auditor. And then the recipient also have signed.
Go ahead.
And then, yes.
The next one is what?
EcoBank salary for council staffs for the month of January, 280,429.78.
Yes.
Signed by accounts clerk, director of finance, CEO, and you have the attachment of staffs.
They all signed?
No, normally they don't sign on this. What happened is that this one, you normally send a copy to the bank, and then bank will do the postings, because these are paid through bank.
Is that voucher also raised properly?
Yes.
Go to the next one.
Aliu Kamara, being payment of transport fare to BAC.
Sorry, Mr. Suso.
Yes.
You said a list is sent to the bank.
Yes.
A list is sent to the bank for the bank to
Credit staff's
so
salary.
that list, does it contain the bank account of each of the staff? Because this is a voucher which is authorizing, this is a document that is authorizing the bank to pay individuals.
Yes.
And when you are sending it there, you will send it together with the individual's bank accounts, right?
Yes.
So is that contained in that?
Yes.
Their individual bank accounts are there?
Yes.
All of them?
All of them, yes.
Can I please see that document? Sorry, Council, let me just.
Yes.
Now, you have indicated that this particular account has been signed by the Director of Finance. Is this signed by the Director of Finance?
Yes, the first page.
Yes, that is the first page I'm looking at.
Yes.
Because on top of the page, where you have the signature, is prepared by accounts clerk.
Yes.
Is that not the signature of the accounts clerk on top?
Yes.
And the other one is checked by the internal auditor who had stamped and dated it, right?
Yes.
And then you now have signature and date.
Office in charge of what?
Officer in charge.
Yes.
And who is this? Who is this person?
This is Mamset Jallo.
Huh?
Mamset Jallo.
That is his signature.
Yes.
So he was the CEO.
Yes.
So the Director of Finance, who was the Director of Finance?
All right, Jeng.
Sorry, Mr. Suso. Good morning.
Morning.
Now, I'm just worried about the list. When you are sending the list to EcoBank,
Yes.
do you send the list like this, or do you send this with a backup authority to say, with the signatories to this account, to say, please pay this amount of money to the respective accounts? Or you just send them a list?
No. There is always a top page that shows that this is the payment for EcoBank staffs, where the bank will stamp that has reference.
Yeah, but don't you think that page is absent here? That gives the authority to the bank to execute what you are saying.
Normally, when we took these payment vouchers, they normally stamp it to show that they have received.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I am saying from your office to the bank, for the bank to put their stamp. you are authorizing them to debit your account. That information should be what is accompanying this list.
Yes.
Do you do that?
No, that one is missing.
So EcoBank just take your list, and based on your list, they will just pay.
No. They normally stamp the payment voucher, which shows the signature of the CEO and the Director of Finance. But what you are referring to, the authority to directly show that kindly credit our debit and credit staff's account.
Because for this, you have not given them authority to debit your account. By mere giving them this list does not tell you that you have to debit my account.
No, we normally don't give them the mayor list. It has to go with the payment voucher that they normally stamp.
That's what I'm saying.
Which is signed by both the CEO and Director of Finance as authority.
But that is absent in this.
That is the top page that you are having.
No, but this is for internal control. You are not telling the bank debit my account. This you are showing the bank that it has gone through your process.
That should have been additional information.
Yeah. You should at least give the bank the authority to debit.
Yes.
If you don't give the bank authority to debit, they should not debit your account.
Yes.
This is just showing that it has gone through the process. But you have not told them to debit my account or debit our account. It has to be specific and clear.
Yes.
But this is just a mere list that you are sending and with account numbers and give it to them. It could be, payment could not be for whatever you are sending this list for. Because from here you are saying being payment of salaries. This could not be salaries. It could be allowances.
No.
No, I'm just saying.
Okay.
Because since it's not going with the attachment to debit your account, which your narration in doing your reconciliation would say as at 28th of January, several accounts were sent to EcoBank for onward credit to the following accounts. That should have been part of this
As
document.
additional information, yes.
So if that is not there, it could be misinterpreted. I'm not saying that's what has happened, but the absence of that could lead to a lot of misinterpretation. Do you agree?
Yes.
Thank you.
So let me just have it. And the reason why we are asking these questions is because if you look at your, please look at your EcoBank account. This is dated the 28th of January 2019. If you look at what is contained in your statement at EcoBank, you will realize that there is no such debit of 280 from your account.
In January?
Yes, from your EcoBank account. So if this was a voucher that has been done and payment was made, it should reflect in your account.
Yes, but it's supposed to be reflected.
Yes, but it's not in your account. Check your, do you have your EcoBank account? Which is there?
No.
Please take a look at.
No, this is not the EcoBank account. Brikama Area Council EcoBank account, no.
That is not the EcoBank account?
No.
What is written on top of that?
EcoBank statement for Lamin Suso.
Is that your statement?
No, this is not my statement.
Okay.
Let
me have that. Can you please give him the EcoBank account? Yes. So which of the accounts, how many accounts do you maintain at EcoBank?
2 accounts.
2 accounts.
Yes.
Which of the accounts is the salary account?
The current account.
Please give him the current account. Give him the current account for 2019, 28th of Give him the 2019. And let me have that account I gave you.
This account, this order statement is for 2018, sorry. I think the voucher is 2019.
Yes, this is for the month of January 2019.
This one is 20,
Yes.
okay, is at the back? No, it's not part of this one. Camera.
Now, whilst the registrar is looking for the 2019 accounts, this payment voucher 086, the list attached to the payment voucher, the month of February is typexed and January is written, and there was no counter signature. Is this the exact list that was sent to the bank?
Yes.
With no counter signature on the month that is cancelled?
That must have been an error.
Yes, that is, yes, I have seen that.
Yes.
And the month of February is deleted by pen,
Okay.
and January is written on top, but there is no counter signature on this.
Okay.
And the question is, the bank accepted this document like it is?
Yes.
And effected the payment?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
How much is it? 280? 2019.
So please look at the month of January, 28th of January, 2019. Did you see the statement? Are you
Yes,
there?
I have the statement, yes.
All right. $280,429. Do you have it? Mr. Suso, is there anywhere that it is reflected that that money was debited from your account?
How much is the figure? How much is the amount?
280,429.78. Did you see any Any
No,
debit?
no.
So it means this voucher and this payment is fictitious, right?
Yes, we need to find out.
It's fictitious, right?
Yes.
Thank you. Give him. Take this one back. Yes, you can.
Mr. Suso, whilst we were looking for that, something just struck my mind, or came to my. If you look at the statement for the January, where we were just talking to you about, if you look on the 1st of February 2019, do you have it?
The bank
statement, the bank statement.
No.
1st of February 2019.
February 29.
1st of February 2019.
Yes.
You could see a funds transfer for different different customers' staff salary. Have you seen that?
Yes.
It's 579,373.91 bututs. That was debited.
This is EcoBank, right?
Right?
Yeah.
You've seen that?
Yes, I saw it. Yeah.
Now on the 1st of February, the same amount, a cash payment was made by Lamin for that same amount to cover that salary.
Yes.
You've seen it?
Yes.
Now, what I want to know, is that the mode of transaction that you do? You bring cash paid into the account, and then the bank does the payment of salaries to the different accounts? Like when Lamin was going,
Yes.
he took along with him cash,
Yes.
deposited into the account.
It's here, it's here.
And then an instruction was given to EcoBank to pay the salaries of this staff.
Yes.
Now, my question here is, the million-dollar question is, where did Lamin get this cash to the exact amount and paid it into the account of EcoBank, BAC's account with EcoBank? Where did this cash come from? It says cash. It doesn't say it was RTGS or what. It says cash. So physical cash was taken to EcoBank of that amount to meet the payroll with EcoBank. Where did they get this money from?
No, I cannot ascertain that.
You cannot ascertain that?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Council, you may proceed.
Thank you very much. Yes, that is there's a voucher I will ask the registrar to show you, which you have already said was duly authorized. Now, is there a requisition on that voucher?
With this one?
Yes.
No, this is payment of allowance for physical planning allowance, physical planning authority allowance, physical planning allowance. This is a board allowance.
Is there a requisition for that?
Yeah, it's a board. No, this doesn't need a requisition.
This was
is,
what?
This is an allowance for the physical planning board.
Yes. So
Because
how
that's
do
a
you
board.
raise that voucher?
The names are attached as payments.
No, you must have a requisition, Mr. Suso.
No, you don't need any requisition. This is a board members. These are board members.
Yes.
You know, these board members, their name have to be on the voucher.
Yes.
And they have to sign the voucher on monthly
That
basis.
is evidence of payment. That is
So-
the last stage.
No, this doesn't need any request. This is already a standing payment on monthly basis.
Mr. Suso, we will give you the financial manual and you will tell us how vouchers are raised.
No, this, let me just explain. This is a standing payment on monthly basis.
Yes.
This is a board that is required to have their monthly allowances on monthly basis.
I agree.
So there's nothing like request. Well, what we need to do at the level of the office is to make sure that this document, the request, the names are there, and then the columns for the signatures are there, from which every month they will pay.
I am sorry, I disagree with you. So, but then we'll hand you over the financial manual. You tell us how vouchers are raised. I don't agree with you. There is a process which you will have to follow to raise a voucher.
There are different types of processing voucher.
100%, I agree.
There are different types. This is the other type.
Which
there are other types whereby there must be a request.
Now show me.
Yes, the other type is, these are standing orders.
Show me the manual where the other type of the payment, you just have to have the names and you just sign.
I cannot recall anywhere on the manual, to be frank with you.
Because it is not there.
Well, if it is not there, but this is how these vouchers are prepared.
No, of course, I know that's how you prepare it. It doesn't make it right.
No,
you know for every voucher, if you are making payment, it depends on the type of payment. Either you have a requisition, you have an invoice, or so on and so forth. It depends on what will trigger the payment. And after which, the evidence of payment is what you have there, the names of the individuals, and they will have to sign.
Let me give you an example of salary.
No examples.
No, let me come in.
Go ahead.
I want you to understand.
Go ahead.
Salary, do you want to tell me that all the staff should request for salary payment?
No.
No, we know what we know.
No.
No, let me add. We already have their names in the list on the payroll.
Yes.
So when it's time for payment, well, what we need is to have their names attached to the voucher.
Do you agree that for salary payments,
yes,
it's very clear?
And allowances also, these other allowances is almost the same. Their names have to, these are standing orders on monthly basis. So there's no need for preparing requests.
Do you agree that the provision of the financial manual has clearly outlined how salaries are supposed to be paid? Do you agree?
Well, this is what I know. And
I'm just saying, if you look at page 29, the payment of salaries and wages, with respect to the procedure for payments and expenditure, 503 of the manual, it says the following procedures are to be followed for the various payments and expenditure list in Annex 2. So, of course, I agree there are various types of payments, but each of those various types, they must have a starting point. What will trigger the payment? It says preparation and payment of personal, of salaries and wages. The salaries and wages of employees of the council should be prepared monthly by the designated accounts clerk of each month using their council's payroll. The payroll should contain the following details: the name of the employee, position, grade, staff. So that's the process. That is what will trigger the payment of salaries. Do you understand that? Now you turn to the next page, page 30. It tells you that the salary payment vouchers shall be prepared for the net salary payable to the employees with the monthly payroll. There's even a voucher for that. So for every payment, there is what will start the payment. Is that not true?
No, I'm not hearing anything.
You gave an example of the salaries.
No, wait. Yeah, already salary vouchers are there. But I'm not hearing, this particular payment is for allowance. And I did not hear you talking about anything regarding to allowance, how allowance should be prepared.
You know, I had told you to show me in the financial manual.
I said I don't know where it is in the financial manual.
It says, page 32, monthly ancillary allowance of the council members and its committee shall be prepared.
Sorry, Council. Mr. Suso.
Yes.
I believe that I ought to remind you that the Commission have rules and regulations. And the fact that we are finding out facts, it is not about what you find and what used to happen. It is our duty to point out to you where due process was not followed, that this is what ought to have happened. It may be wrong, it may be right for you to have found a particular system on ground. And the reason why we are finding out that there has been some mistakes and errors that have been committed by officers at the council is because inadvertently proper procedure is not followed. So I want you to be mindful of what the law is saying, because it's not only going to be helpful to you, it's going to be helpful to others that are going to sit in that position. You are just on administrative leave. So I want you to really be mindful of the answers you give. Where you were not aware or it was not brought to your attention, you indicate so. right?
Yes.
And really, I am not the one sitting where you are sitting. And I just want to be fair. To be fair in the sense that where errors have been done unknowingly, we should acknowledge that you have admitted that you did not know, and that is why that error was committed.
Yes.
So it's better not to be arrogant in answering the questions. It will be only fair on your side to answer them as honestly as you can. All right?
Yes.
Thank you.
Now, Mr. Suso,
Yes.
let me ask that you be given the financial manual. Do you have it?
Yes.
Please, just turn to page 33, where you have staff allowance. You have it. It is
Yes.
subsection 4 of 503. Are you there?
Yes.
It says allowances in the main are those incorporated in the salary payment vouchers. Do you see that? Do you see that?
Yes. See.
Now, all other allowances, including per diem and night allowance and overseas passages payable to employees who are traveling away on officer duties, should be properly authorized by the CEO or responsible officer. And the finance staff should then prepare a payment voucher for such allowance. The payment voucher will be properly classified and full details of the allowance and authority for payment given. The procedure for the processing and payment of allowances will be the same as for salaries and wages. Again, you are free to disagree with my own analogy or analysis of what the provision is.
Yes. As you just rightly said, staff allowance. These people are
They are non-staff.
They are non-staffs.
That is your technicality.
Yes. Because
Now you have the financial manual there. It says other payments as well below. Do you see other payments below?
yes.
Now what do you see there? It says this will include payments for other expenditures. And it gives examples, but other expenditures. And it tells you, if you turn to page 34, that the senior accounts clerk will then pass the voucher to the internal auditor for verification. After the voucher has been verified by the internal auditor, a check will be drawn in the name of the relevant company and passed to the chief executive officer for approval and signatures. So you see, it has provided for all the eventualities. The payments are supposed to be in the same manner, which means when we say there is supposed to be a requisition, it's either a requisition or an invoice, be it as it may, it's just nomenclature. It means that the person that's supposed to be the beneficiary must have triggered the process. Or do you still disagree?
Yeah. The beneficiaries' names are being attached as remittance, and they have
Please
signed.
increase your voice.
The beneficiaries' names has been attached to the voucher, and they have duly signed.
Yes.
And
What triggered the payment? There should be a requisition.
No, because this is a standing order on monthly basis. So normally we have their list with us. So every month we print and then prepare the voucher and they sign.
That is the practice you have.
Yes, that's why. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
But should there be a requisition?
No, not to my knowledge.
Not to your knowledge.
Yes.
Now go to the next voucher, please.
Next voucher.
Yes, on the file.
Name Mr. Aliu Kamara.
This what?
Aliu Kamara.
Yes.
Being payment of transport fare to BAC messenger has per attach $100.
Your voice is not very clear today.
$100.
And loud.
Name is Aliu Kamara. Being payment of transport fare to BAC messenger has per attach $100.
The other one.
The other one is Noah Jamme. Being payment of loan to apply water through NAVEC has per attach $17,050.
Are all the supporting documents present?
Yes.
What is present?
We have the requisition that have been approved by the CEO.
Okay.
And also we have the invoice attached, signed by both the CEO and Director of Finance, internal auditor, checked by internal auditor, also signed by the recipient.
Signed by the recipient.
Yeah.
Is there a receipt attached?
No, for this one, there should be no receipt because this is a loan to this particular staff, that's NOAA. So if you are giving a loan, you should not prepare any request. Or what you need to do to sign to confirm that you have received the payment.
Now again, just talking about the loan, do you have a loan scheme?
No, we don't have a loan scheme. At the time when I was there in 2018, I know there was no loan scheme. I cannot.
So how do you, how are loans granted?
Our loans are tied to our budget.
Yes.
So normally.
But if you don't have a loan scheme, how do you decide as to whether someone is qualified to be given loan or not?
We go by our financial manual.
By your?
Financial manual. There are criteria.
Which says what?
That there are how much you're supposed to have as a staff, depending.
Can you show us where?
Page 55.
Yes.
Okay, you have loans. 801.
Yes.
And I refer you to 802, where you
Yes.
have terms and conditions.
Yes.
Building loan, category
Yes.
of staff, employee for employee on grade 8 and above.
Yes.
Length of service must have served the council or any other arm of government
Yes.
with transferable service of 5 years.
Yes.
Or more. Repayment period of the loan is between 10 to 20 years, but not beyond the retirement age of the applicant.
What type of loan was that for?
That one, I believe, is a personal loan. That
You
one
think?
you can pay. Yeah.
You don't know?
The border is not with me currently.
I'm sorry, I took the file. Go ahead.
Yes, it's personal loan.
Personal loan.
Yes. So
How much?
Yeah, you go to page 56, where you have personal loan.
Okay.
Category of staff for employee on grade 1 and above.
Yes.
Length of service must have served the council or any other arm of government within transferable service for 2 years or more. Repayment period, loan is payable within 24 months, that's 2 years. Security, the applicant must provide personal guarantor. Limitation, no employee can take a new loan while servicing an existing loan.
Are all these requirements met?
No, because the guarantor's applicant is not attached.
So should that payment should it have been paid to the account of the applicant?
Going by the manual, no.
Let me have the file, please. So that was why I asked whether there was any loan scheme to make sure that the dictates of the financial manual have been followed. And how about you, your own personal loan? I think you took a loan from council during your time.
Credit union.
Credit union.
Yes.
You have never taken a loan from the council itself?
From 2018 to date,
2018?
I cannot recall that.
You cannot recall? Any questions regarding the loan scheme?
The 2019 accounts to Mr. Suso. This I took from this. Now look at the 8th of April 2019.
Page?
No, the accounts, the statement of account. Look
Okay.
at 8th of April 2019.
Yes.
Yes, this was a withdrawal from the account, right?
Yes, 8th of April, yes.
Yes, this was the sum total of 68,900
Yes.
with the account number ending with the account number 007 CQWL 190980049. This is an account maintained by the council, right?
I don't know where you are reading. I did not.
8th of April 2019.
Yes, I saw that.
So this 0049, the four digits ending with 49, is an account maintained by the council, right?
0049. No, this is a reference number, if I can understand. You can see on the top REF, reference 007CQLL. I think this is from the bank.
So the check number is 1200.
Yes, I believe so. The 012255550. Yes, I believe that's the check number.
Yes, that is where I am coming. So that is check. This is a check ending with 1200, right?
And then
Because it's saying check number. That's same on the 8th.
yes, I saw 0122.
No. Let's deal with this one first.
Which one?
This is the 8th of April 2019.
Yes. Yes.
So
check
this is check number
1200.
1200.
Yes, but it is not it is not completed. Maybe they just took part of it, but this is not a complete check number.
It's not a complete check number.
Yeah, it's not a complete check number.
Is this not the 4 last digits that they normally put there?
I believe.
Yes. So this check is different from. Look at the 10th of April 2019.
10th of April 2019.
It's different from 1007, right?
1007. Yes.
Yes.
Peto Omar Sidikan. Yes.
Yes. Are all of this one and the same account, or they are two different accounts?
No, these are check numbers.
Huh?
These are check numbers, checkbooks. Normally
Yeah,
checks. Yes, these are checkbooks. Checkbooks they normally exhaust and you request them.
For.
Yeah.
Now my question is, this is the current account.
Yes,
This account we are dealing with is the current account.
Yeah, this is the current account.
Yes. How many current accounts did you maintain at? Does the council maintain at EcoBank?
2.
Only 2 current accounts.
Yes.
Does it have any investment account?
No, I'm not aware of that.
Does it have a savings account?
Savings, that the land transfer, but I believe it's a current account.
Is it what?
It's a current account. We don't have savings account, only current accounts.
For EcoBank?
Yes, we have the land transfer account and then the normal current account.
Okay. So now let's look at what you attached on your statement. The LGC/LS/BKAC/002. That is your second statement. Now, yesterday,
Yes.
we were talking about this statement you attach is with respect to what you said in your statement about the sale. About
Yes.
the sale of the auctions, the auction deposit that you have made into the account.
The GT Bank account.
Yes.
Yes.
So this is the proof that you have attached on your statement, right?
Yes.
Okay, now, if you look at the statement
Yes.
as your proof, The transactions were done on the 25th of January. And these entries in this account, you lifted this from your GT account, right?
Yes.
The GT account of the council.
Yes.
Now, the amounts that are deposited here, which you have told the commission that this is the amounts you have credited into the account, showing evidence that the monies you collected from the auction have been deposited in the account. There is 100,000, there is 100,000, there is 760,000, and there is 40,000, right?
Okay.
Now, if you look at the dates, you deposited on the 17th. This is before the auction was done.
On the 17th?
Yes.
No.
Oh, okay.
27th.
It's 27th.
Yes.
But the date of transactions in this is 17th of January 2020.
27th of January.
Can you look at this? Maybe it's your photocopy, but what I see is different. Show him this.
It's 27. 27.
Yes? Okay. So is it the way you photocopied it?
Yes.
Because from here, it is showing, 17 instead of 27, and it's showing here 18 instead of 28.
Yes.
Did you see that?
Yes, sir. Okay. Can you check on this other copy?
Okay, thank you. Council, you may proceed. Okay, Mr. Joyner has a question.
Now, looking at your explanation to the 8th of April 2019, you have your statement there.
Which statement?
Ecobank.
2019.
2019, 8th of April.
Yes.
Now, you were asked about the 68,900.
Yes.
And you were given some numbers.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if you look at the the third column,
Okay.
you have 01225550.
Yes.
That's your check number. That is your check number. And you withdrew 68,900.
Can you go to the first page?
Yes. I am with the
You,
first.
you see you have the transaction date description
Yes.
and the INST code.
That's the institutional code.
So, and that's where this 122550 falls.
And that is your check.
Okay, but again here they are putting EGM check number.
Sorry?
If you go to on the 8th of April
Yes,
2019.
I'm seeing it. Where it says EGM check number 1200 paid to Lamin Suso.
Okay.
Do you want us to call the bank to come and explain these things?
No, it's okay.
No, you you are free to
No,
say yes.
at this point in time, I cannot ascertain which one is the check
The
number.
reason why I'm telling you that this is your check number,
Okay.
if you look the next number on that column,
Yes.
it says 012222357.
Yes.
So this is telling you how the checks, the numbering of the checks. And if you look again on the 11th, the next page, on the 11th of April, it says 012222359.
Yes.
And then if you go down the same 11th of April, you have 012222361.
Yes.
So it is telling you the sequence of these checks, or
Checks.
the serialization of the check numbers.
Okay.
So that is a check, that's the check number which was issued to you for 68,500.
Okay.
Council, you may proceed.
Now, you have already confirmed that there are no loan schemes, correct?
Yes.
And this is throughout your time in the area council.
Yes.
But then, of course, there are people who have already benefited from the loan you know about.
Yes.
And who decides as to who is giving a loan?
The CEO and the Director of Finance.
And Director of Finance. Now, how about withdrawals from the council's accounts? During your time as the finance manager, of course, we know that you yourself you have withdrawn so much. Yesterday, we had said $23 million in relation to what is contained in your statement. But again, what is the procedure? Is it just that the finance director and the CEO will just sign checks and issue it to the name of staffs to go and withdraw monies?
No, normally if there is need for payments or transactions, that's the time checks will be prepared.
Now, can you advise us as to what, the council will have its own bank accounts.
Yes.
And then there will, of course, be revenue or income that the council will generate.
Yes.
Now, if the council is to make expenditure, what will guide you as the finance team in relation to, or finance staff in relation to expenditure? What should be the process in the financial manual for expenditure?
When it comes to payment is in two folds. Whether cash
you may even make reference to the financial manual. You have it. You should be an expert in it so that we will know that this is the provision that guides the finance team in Brikama Area Council.
Page 29.
Yes.
503.
503. Go ahead.
Procedures for payments of expenditures.
Payments and expenditure.
The following procedures are to be followed for the various payment and expenditure listed in the Annex 2.
You have the preparation and payment of
Various
personal emoluments.
Yes.
2 is payment of salaries and wages.
That's correct.
Now, you have on page 32 undrawn salary and wages. 3, council monthly and sitting allowance. 4, staff allowance. You also have other payments. Now, where in the financial manual did it say, or did it kind of suggest that the CEO and the Director of Finance can sign checks and in the name of staff of council without any process followed?
I don't see it anywhere on the manual.
Do you think it is proper for the finance director and the CEO to just sign a check, let's say $100,000 or $2 million in the name of a staff, just to go and withdraw from the account without supporting documents?
My understanding is when it's come to cash withdrawal, the check will be prepared.
Is there a provision for cash withdrawal in the financial statement, financial manual?
I did not see it anywhere, cash withdrawal.
You have been a finance, you rose through the ranks.
Yes.
From a revenue collector to a finance director. You have been working for area councils for how many years?
Come again?
How many years have you been working for the area councils?
17 years.
17 years.
Yes.
17 years.
Yes.
And you have spent a considerable time Is it more than 8 years working in the finance staff?
Yes.
Now, you must be very familiar with the financial manual and the necessary laws governing the finance staff.
Yes.
Now, do you think there is a provision or a law that empowers the CEO and the Director of Finance to just sign a check in the name of any staff to just withdraw money?
It's not on the manual.
We need you to increase your voice.
Yes, it's not on the manual, but I know they are the custodians of they are the signatories to the account.
Yes.
I know that.
They do that.
Yes.
And it's a practice. The question is not whether it's a practice or not. We already know it is what obtains on the ground. I am just asking your own opinion. Do you think it is right?
Well, they are the spending.
No, I ask you as the finance manager and the finance director.
You know, it's in respect to payments.
Yes.
And they are the authorities to do the
It's in respect to what?
payments
Payments.
or expenditure.
And you see payments under section 502, page 29, classification of payments.
Okay.
Is that not the case?
Okay.
The law has already envisaged the different type of payments. Is that not the case?
Yes.
Do you see check withdrawals?
No.
Do you see anywhere that it has accommodated that the finance, there can be a check drawn in the name of a staff to just withdraw money without supporting documents?
No.
Do you think it will be legal or lawful for monies to be withdrawn contrary to the financial manual?
It's not correct. That is not. If anything, that is not part of the manual.
It's not correct.
Yes.
You will see that not only you, probably you have been withdrawing monies because it is the custom. You will want to tell me it is what you found on the ground. You just withdraw the money. You are being asked by the finance director and the CEO. Now there are so many employees that will just be asked to go and withdraw monies, and then this has reached in the hundreds of millions of dollars in one area council, in Brikama area council, certainly more than $100 million that was withdrawn by various employees. You have said that is not correct. Do you still maintain your position that it is wrong without the necessary supporting documents?
No, the supporting documents those are the payment vouchers.
That's what I'm saying. Without the supporting documents,
without supporting document, it's not correct. But if there is supporting document, then it's correct.
Then it's correct.
Yes.
But if there is no supporting document,
if there is no supporting document, it's not correct. But if there is supporting document, it's correct, because normally the paying cashier, before the paying cashier can make payments, having the payment vouchers, the cash must be withdrawn from the bank.
yes,
Right?
yes.
So that is a genuine transaction.
The cash must be
withdrawn from the bank.
not necessarily. Not necessarily. I don't want to agree with that. That is very, very simple for you to say. There are modes of payments. It depends on the type of payment. You don't even have to withdraw cash to come and pay an individual. You can draw checks. Is that not the case?
Yes, that's
Yes.
the most prudent.
So the different type of expenditure, the law has already accommodated the different type of expenditure that the area council may find themselves in, so that if there should be an imprest, there will be one. If there should be a petty cash, there will be one. But then the law has provided for the procedure to follow. Is that not the case?
Yes, I believe these are gaps. I believe these are gaps.
Gaps in the law or gaps in the management execution of the law?
At the management level.
Management level.
Yes.
You think the gaps are just mistakes or they are deliberate? When your finance director and your CEO just sign a check in your name, $1.5 million without any supporting document, do you think that is just a gap that is intentional, or they can simply follow the law?
Not necessarily without a supporting document. Any withdrawal is for a purpose.
I'm not saying there is no purpose. Don't assume that I am saying that when they sign a check of 1.5 million for you to withdraw, it is for an illegitimate purpose, it's for fraudulent activity, for example. You haven't reached there yet. But when they sign a check in your name, $1.5 million, and you go and withdraw it from the bank, no supporting documents, only a check, you had said clearly that's not a correct procedure. Is that not the case?
Yeah, but it's for a purpose.
I understand that.
Yes.
But the procedure is wrong.
So, but in the manual, it doesn't state anything like before withdrawal, there should be a procedure made in respect of cash withdrawal.
Yes, I
That's
agree.
what I cannot find on the manual.
Exactly. That is why it cannot be done. For every payment, there should be procedure. You see, on page 5 of the manual, it says, all offices concerned with the collection, disbursement, and safe custody of council monies or other council property are required to observe these accounting instructions and the procedures laid down therein, which must be strictly followed. Failure to observe the instructions may lead to disciplinary action being taken against offenders. Do you see that?
Yes.
You know what it means?
Yes.
And then page 7 says that no new instruction, addition, or amendment to any existing provision in the manual shall have any force until passed by a resolution. So even if you can't find the process in the manual, you can just come up with your own process. That's very clear.
That's clear.
These are strict rules and
Yes.
regulations. So
Yes.
there's no provision, well, certainly I don't know of one, I stand to be corrected, no provision for cash withdrawals.
Yeah.
You agree?
Yes.
And anything in that line will be wrong and unlawful. Correct?
Yes.
We have no further questions, Madam Chairperson, for Mr. Suso at this point, unless we come back from break.
Sorry, can't.
I said we have no further questions for Mr. Suso at this point. Yes, maybe we can go on break.
Yes, I have questions. Mr. Suso, were you part of the people that prepared the budget for 2019?
Yes.
And let me start with 2018. Were you part of the people that prepared the budget for 2018?
Yes.
Now, we will give you the budget for 2018 for you to look at. It says that you have your revenue, you said your revenue for the actuals as of 31st of August 2018 was 55,455,147. So then you have the budget. You did not indicate, there was no indication as to whether it's the estimated one, but this is just showing budget as of August 18. And we have, the next column we have the budget for, the budget totaling to 94,300,000. So in actual fact, what you had in 2019 was 111,125,000. And it went on to itemize your recurrent expenditure, which you gave different amounts of. And you said, let me go down to the line where you said your total development expenditure was 66,670,000, and your grand total expenditure, what you expended in 2019, was 111,120,651. Please confirm to us whether this is what happened in 20, because from this document, from this budget of the estimates of 2019, your grand total expenditure was 111,120,651. 111,124,651. This is what you expended in 2019 as your grand total expenditure in Brikama Area Council. Is that it?
Looking at the columns here, you have the heads, the description, the actual house at 31st August 2018.
Yes.
That's 55 million.
Yes, that's what I read to you.
And now the estimated amount
Yes.
for 2018.
Where is it written estimated?
It's not there, but it's supposed to be
But
estimated.
you are inferring it in don't infer anything in any document I give you.
Okay.
You state it as it is.
Okay. You have
Yes.
2018,
Yes.
and there is no description. You have 94,300,000.
Yes.
And then you have.
Now, this is a budget that is submitted to us from Brikama Area Council when we requested their budget for 2018-2019 and going through to 2023.
Okay.
So I just want a confirmation because I believe you were part of the people that prepared the budget. And this has indicated what you expended and what you received as revenue. Is that correct?
Yes.
That is, I don't want us to discuss the details of the, because as at this time, you were just finance manager one,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So the director of finance will elaborate more on this. So this was the budget for 2019, right?
Yes. If it is from the since it's from the office, that's the budget.
That's the budget.
Yes.
No, but I am now asking you.
Yeah. Because
Yes, because these documents don't come from us. They come. We make requests and they give us documents.
these are figures, so I cannot actually memorize these are the actual figures. But since it's from the office,
Yes.
then that's the budget.
That's the budget.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So one other thing I want to show you. That's for 2019.
This is for us.
Yes. Now look at the 2018 budget, which indicated that your development expenditure, that is to say, Brikama Area Council, monies they expended on development areas was 56,580,000, and the grand total expenditure, everything they expended, was 94,302,288. Please look at this. This is for 2018.
Yes. That's the budget.
Yes, okay, thank you. Now look at the estimates for the 2020 estimates. You said the revenue that you collected, your actuals was 46,704,333, and your estimates for that 2020 year was 80,050,000. And your budget for 2021 was 130,840,000 and $840,210. Please confirm for me whether this is also for 2020 and 2021. Is that it?
Yes.
Thank you. So you left in February 2021, right?
Yes.
But the preparation of the 2022 budget found you in Brikama, right?
2021.
Yes.
Yes.
The 2022 budget did not find you.
No.
Thank you. Yes. Any other questions?
I would suggest that we temporarily discharge Mr. Suso. He has to appear next week to present evidence of the withdrawals that he had done. We are giving him a copy of the withdrawals. The amount of $23 million is to provide evidence regarding
Yes.
the reason behind those withdrawals.
Yes. Can I come in?
So
Yes.
just
Madam Chair?
just a minute.
I want to request for extension instead of 1 week to 1 month, if possible, looking at the volume of the transaction.
No, Mr. Suso, we cannot give you more than 10 days.
10 days, okay.
Yes.
And
Please
also,
endeavor to do that because these are records.
Yes.
And if you have any challenge
yes.
in anybody trying not to give you the documents,
Okay.
please don't hesitate to come to this office
Okay.
and let us know. We will invite the person. And where necessary, we will take the necessary action.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
So we will give you 10 days,
Okay.
effective today.
And all the voters are with the investigators. I believe we have access.
Yes, you will have to come here and reconcile with them.
Okay.
All right?
Thank you.
Thank you. Please collect the documents. I just want to ask you some few questions on those ones.
Okay. No, this one, I want to submit this one.
Now, Mr. Suso, it is noted that Zenith Bank on the 30th of May 2018, you deposited $1.5 million into your Zenith Bank account, that is the council's account. Where did you get this money from?
I cannot recall, but I know it was withdrawal from other banks to be deposited to
We will
Zenith
give you
Bank.
the Zenith Bank account. Can you, Registrar, can you please give him the Zenith Bank account? Mr. Secretary, please avail him the Zenith Bank account. In the meantime, Mr. Suso, the Zenith Bank, is it a current account or is it also a current account?
Current account, yes.
Do you pay salaries into that account?
I believe there are few staffs with the bank.
Now, which of the banks, the 8 banks that you are banking with, that Brikama Area Council is banking with, which bank are you using for the purposes of development, paying into your monies for development activities?
No, there is no specific account for development payments.
Okay, please check. That is May 30th, 2018. Council, I believe it's 1 o'clock. We can come back after break so that I can deal with the few questions I have for him.
As the commission places.
Yes. So, Mr. Suso, we will, I think it's 1 o'clock, right? We still have time? Okay. So you can, please check.
Yes, I saw it, 30th of May.
Yeah?
I saw it, 30th of May 2018.
Yes.
A withdrawal of 1.5 million.
So it's a
It was a
withdrawal.
deposit of 1.5 million.
Yes. Is it a deposit or a withdrawal?
It's a deposit, it's lodgement.
Yes. So where is that money coming from?
Well, unless I check in the other banks, this particular day, if there is any withdrawal made by me, meaning that withdrawal was made by me and deposited into this account.
So which account do you want us to give you?
It's EcoBank.
Please give him the EcoBank for 2018.
May 2018. This is yes, it's there.
So was the account in the debit or was it in the credit?
The account was in debit.
Debit.
Yes.
So do you have any documents to show that you obtained the facility? You've been authorized by the CEO and the Director of Finance?
For now, I do not have any document.
Please note it so that you can provide for us. And subsequently, on the 30th, the same 30th, you withdrew 146,528.62. The same 30th, you withdrew 150,000. The same 30th, you withdrew 70,000. The same 30th, you withdrew 300,000. What was all of these amounts for?
Unless I check into the transactions.
Please note it and tell us what these amounts were for and what did you pay for. And on the 9th of August 2018, you withdrew the sum of 600,000. And on the same 9th of August 2018, you withdrew the sum of 300,000. And 10th of September, you withdrew 200,000. The 15th of September, you withdrew 100,000. The 2nd of November, you withdrew 194,000. The 2nd of November, you withdrew 100,000. The 2nd of November, again, you withdrew 200,000. The 4th of December, you withdrew 300,000. The 2nd of January 2019, you withdrew 600,000. What were these monies for?
These are all for office transactions.
Yes, so please note it.
Okay.
And provide us with the evidence of what these office transactions were for.
Okay.
And I believe this is what culminated in the 23,381,236.59.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Correct. So, thank you so much. You will come back. We will discharge you for today. You will come back when you provide, we've given you 10 days to provide these documentations.
And Madam Chairperson, Mr. Suso is our last witness for today.
For the day, okay.
Yes.
Now, Mr. Suso, we will, do you have, sorry, I have already discharged you and I'm asking you another question. Do you have anything to tell us about the mining activities and the royalties that are being paid to the council? I forgot to ask you that question earlier. Do you have any idea? Do you know anything about, you understand, the different royalties that are being paid to Brikama Area Council and the different areas?
What I know is that the sand mining, both the gravel and the sand, is being collected by geology.
Before it was being collected by geology? When did the geology start collecting it?
I think this was since 2018 by then geology was collecting on behalf of the council.
On behalf of the council?
Yes.
So geology pays into your account direct transfers, or what does it do? Does it give you cash?
No. What I understand is that there is a specific account where all the collection will be deposited.
Please note that and provide us with that account.
No, I don't know that account actually.
So please find out from your directors.
The director. Okay.
Yes, and provide us when you come back next. Thank you. We may rise.